Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's January. Actually, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Everything's been thrown off here. Happy public safety outage ending. It's Thursday, January 21st, 2021. How you doing, everyone? We're back and playing a little bit more of Einhander tonight. And man, oh man. This game's hard. This game's incredibly difficult. It is so difficult, I have decided to take the L on this one. And I'm going to be playing this game on easy. For a very specific reason. The game's actually not that much different on an easier difficulty. It literally just determines on how much health bosses have. I have not noticed much, if anything else, that might actually affect bullet speed, but I honestly can't tell. But in terms of quantity of enemies and the enemies' attacks and such, nope, those are all there in spades. Oh my goodness, really? Not again? Oh no. Why am I always disconnected? I swear to God, my bitrate just always fluctuates. It's unfortunate. It's sad. It's tragic. It's really unfortunate. Hopefully this will actually stabilize it. It looks like we're actually good. Those dropping frames, they'll never end. Hey, how's it going, Newton? How you doing tonight, man? God, it feels weird actually after... You know, the worst part is like, it's not a blackout. It's not a brownout. I'm used to those two. Like that's basically kind of what I grew up with, and that's kind of what I expect, honestly, when it comes to like the power needs to be cut in your area. It's like actual physical damage to the infrastructure. It needs to be repaired. Makes sense. You know, usually that's like a blackout, brownout. You know what? That infrastructure, we need to improve it. It's too old. Brownouts are going to occur. Makes sense. Today's day and age, well, wind. There's a lot of wind. The speed of the wind is at 30 miles per hour. And I know that's actually pretty high. But it's more of the risk. We can't take the risk. You doing a good start to read Light Novel 1 for Spider. Oh, is that was it So What? I'm a Spider? That's the spin-off series that goes with it. I actually did watch, the first 2 episodes. It feels like it's a strange, like, yeah, we're going to be cheeky with it, but at the same time, we're also going to be, we're going to have, like, half of it be serious. And then the other half is like, yeah, we're going to be somewhat cheeky with it. Not by much, though. It feels like once it probably stabilizes or it really gets into the plot, it'll be a lot more serious. Kind of like how Shield Hero, it kind of got to a point where it's like, you know what, we're just gonna drop the whole levels and all that stuff. You're not even gonna bother looking at it. It's just gonna be there. You liking the human parts of the book so far? Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like if you have an entire world and you confine yourself to a single area, I think more people are just so used to having everything be so expansive and the potential of where you could go, especially when you make literally the entire class the upper class of nobility. I know some of the characters aren't actually human, but still, for the most part, though, your entire class is literally like, let's see how the elite live. Not the commoners, not the poor. You gotta see how the elite live. The wealthy. The noble. And to be fair, it can actually be very entertaining and such because you don't have to worry about things like, well, what are we actually going to do about money? Because some places, you know, I feel like a lot of those anime series don't. I really just had to attribute it to like the reason why those are so successful is that it finds a way to excuse poor writing, or it doesn't actually set up an actual compelling adventure and such. And it's because you have that novelty on the front of it, you're going to forgive it for not having the depth or not having the, the setup or kind of understanding the world. Fun fact about the Spider anime, the studio animating it was the studio who did Berserk. I gotta admit, that actually kind of, for the very small clips I've seen of the more modern day Berserk, I would completely believe that. Because the animation of the actual spider itself, it's not flat. It is like a full-on 3D rigged model that is moving around. And it's honestly actually very impressive. Because that's like what I remember about seeing, like, I've only seen it like once, but it just stood out so well from Berserk, where, not the original series, not way, way back. But like I said, the more modern series was like, yeah, this doesn't look like it was really hand drawn. It looked like it was all 3D modeled. And if that's honestly a direction like that, if anything, is the direction I don't see many studios going, because that's a very, very in-depth style you have to actually go and devote yourselves towards. Heck, I'm just trying to teach myself how to draw pixel art. So I can actually get some emotes on here and such, because goodness knows I need to do that. And so I'm cracking open Affinity here. It's like, how the heck do I actually make Affinity here so I could draw pixels? I figured it out. It has a whole dedicated pixel persona in Affinity Designer. Oh, by the way, if you actually are looking for a cheap Photoshop alternative so you don't have to subscribe to Adobe, at least for the art applications, Affinity is actually back on sale for 50% off. So it's $25 for Affinity Photo, $25 for Affinity Designer, and $25 for Affinity Publisher. Think of that as like your like if you actually want to make an instruction booklet or an actual manual or a magazine and such, that's what you'd want to use Publisher for. So that's 50% off. That's honestly a really good deal for if you're looking for a Photoshop-like solution. I mean, there are, of course, free to use ones like GIMP and Inkscape and such, and you can very much find some really good guides online as well, but it's good to know at least the time where you don't have to subscribe or get like a bare minimum art asset exists. Actually, if anything, at least in pixel arts, I know there's a lot of applications as of late that have been rising up, has been trying to look like, you know what, I don't know how to draw. I need to actually learn how to make something basic. Let's just draw a circle. Let's make a rice ball or something like that. Really, really simple things. That's important to actually learn. But like I said, tonight's game, we're going to be playing a little bit of Einhander here. Let's actually jump over to our game source here. As you can see, unfortunately, because, well, of that power outage, well, the batteries... I don't want to say the battery is dead, actually. It's not. It actually does work. But the problem was, with the slim model of the PlayStations, it seems like any time you yank out that power cord, that battery is instantly going to forget the time. It's really unfortunate. But for now, though, we're more focused. We're not worried about the time here. We need to actually... We need to destroy the Earth. That's what we're doing. We are waging a one-man campaign upon the Earth here. Yeah, see, like, high-level CGI animation can look really amazing or really strange. You really enjoyed that snake fight? That was actually really nice. That was actually really well done. It was very, like, it definitely used screenshots, and it used shake animations and zoomed in to make most of the appearance of the fight. But for the most part, though, it definitely was like a bunch of small little clips put together, and they were done really, really well. But before we join in, like I said, wanted to actually make some changes here. And since I had a couple of nights off, I had limited access to the internet, I was able to actually look up a few things, and I realized something about Einhander and why this game is so difficult. I'd like to diagnose this game and say it has the Gradius effect. And this is taking a lot longer than normal. Okay, fine. Perfect. Alright, so I am going to be playing this game on easy. Main difficulty change. I'm sorry, I'm taking the knee on this. This game is brutally difficult, and apparently, from the research I've done, the only thing that is actually different about the difficulties here is how much health the bosses have. So, yeah, I'm gonna take easy. Because everything else about the game, the number of enemies you fight and everything, doesn't change. At all. The thing, controller here, I actually made a few more changes here. I'm actually changing speed up and speed down to the other shoulder buttons here. And I realized something. I'm actually going to press default here. This is the default here. Honestly, I pretty much just actually moved everything around because I don't know why. When it comes to this game, I feel like I'm more used to now using my shoulder buttons for firing rather than the other ones here. So it's like, and plus I was getting to points in this game where I realized, the moment I take my finger off firing, I'm actually dead. And the one thing I don't need to change the most is the speed. You're pretty much going to want to actually use your speed as much as possible. So we're going to play this game as easy as possible. We're going for the easy win here. And when I say easy, this is still going to be a difficult game to beat. But there was one last thing, actually, I did learn. So, the Estrella here is literally you have to use the gun pods you find. Then we have the newbie, the beginning ship here, which gives you 2 machine guns, but only 1 gun pod. And I realized the best ship is actually the MK2. And the reason, because it has 3 gun pods, but you can switch freely. Which means you basically have, I don't know, so much more, the potential for so much more ammo to handle every single situation. All hail Faye the Dragon. Yeah, honestly, they did a good job making the dragon look like a puppy, if anything else. I was like, that's not what I consider a dragon. It's like, I'm so used to looking at, like, Breath of Fire. It's like, that to me is my definition of dragon. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if they went so far. It's like, you know what, let's just turn that dragon person into a dragon girl. It's been done. I've seen Breath of Fire 3 and 4. Half dragon, half human. I've seen it. Well, we do actually get to choose our weapon. I don't know what to actually have us start with, actually, in terms of a starting weapon. I really don't. It actually bothers me here. Like, this will always be with us at the beginning, and I feel like I actually want to use the Wasp. No, let's be honest. I'm torn here between, it's the cannon. We need something to kill bosses. It's the answer to everything. If you consider a spider cute, that's your prerogative. That is not my prerogative. But yeah, this game is full on Gradius. Grab that. Let's actually switch that around. Look, I am not a spider person, okay? I'm willing to admit that. Let's get rid of you. Don't need that ship. Experimental times of the PlayStation. Come on. Give me that cannon. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to get used to this again. Oh. Alright, so X is that, huh? You beat Dragon Quest 11. I didn't even know you were working on it. Congratulations. Just let that go. So the great part about this ship that I've discovered is that you can actually just outright... Well, you could, as you can see, you can actually stack. Like I said, this is going to take a while for me to actually get used to again. I keep changing the controls on me. Also, apparently the gun pods will also absorb shots. Your friend was streaming and got you in the mood to finish it. You stopped at the final dungeon. Why would you stop at your... Dude, that's like literally being at the end of the game. That is being at the end of the game and saying, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I consider it a win. There we go. I really wish the game would actually let you. This game would let you stick with what weapon you were using. It's like every time you pick up a weapon, it's gonna swap. It is going to swap. Oh, how'd I miss that? So yeah, like I said, one really cool thing about this game is that if you use the MK2, yeah, you could just stack all of your ammo. And so when you actually need to fight a difficult boss, well, you could just use your cannon or use your wasp and, well, destroy the boss. So, like, I get why they actually have you do, like, I completely get why they have you do the, there we go. I think I did it. Yep. You got the game on the PS4, you stopped. You played the game on your PS4 and also on the Switch, Dragon Quest 11, and you stopped both times. You went through, like, what, an 80, 90-hour RPG? Because, from what I understand, those games are not short. Oh my god, it is instantly cold to instantly hot.
Pursue them and locate the enemy supply route.
Hey, great. It's remembering my other scores. Honestly, my third weapon I'm actually looking for is actually the Hedgehog. Our main weapon is actually going to be the Wasp here. But for now, well, we have the Vulcan. Or at least until we die. The moment we die, we literally are... Like I said, I like to compare this game now to Gradius, where it's... Yeah. You ended up, kind of screwing up there. You're hooped. The moment you get destroyed, it really actually sucks. And I really hate that about this. That Wasp. And that cannon. Really sucks this part. Really sucks this part. Like, really sucks, because it doesn't actually... Like, that was a perfect opportunity to actually get more ammo. Reason I never got a release in the 3DS version. Dragon Quest 11 was on the 3DS? You know what? Actually, I would believe it, because they literally made a 2D version of the game. Ugh. I swear the weapon swapping is definitely a downside about this game. Like, if it didn't force the weapon swap, this game would actually be... I would be perfectly fine with it. I would be perfectly fine with it. But because it doesn't... The top screen and the bottom screen used for the old style. Makes sense. There it is. There's our weapon here. And just in time. We're actually just literally running out. Well, let's actually swap over to Wasp here. The downside is now we're kind of relying on our gun here for a lot of the stuff. But that's fine. We can use the Wasp. Look how much ammo you have now compared to, like, any other time. Downside is actually freaking trying to actually get your ammo in this game. You gotta earn it. And you just lose it all and immediately, and then you're hooped for the rest of the game. Like that. Like, that is the downside about this. That is the downside about this. Now I'm literally stuck striving to get whatever ammo I can get. Oh, that... Why would they not let you... The part I hate about this game... The part I hate about this game is literally once you lose everything, you're like, it is full-on Gradius. It is full-on Gradius, and I hate it. Like, that's... I understand now why they made it so... You only get... Come on. Yeah. That. Oh, I didn't want to destroy that. Oh well, it's fine. I now understand, like, why they give the MK2, but this is still... a better ship. It actually got some things you would rather have in a console version. Damn it! Couldn't switch. I should have used the cannon. I was sandbagging. That's the real hard part about this. Like, it's... You really have to actually, like... full on... item management. Hang on a second. Take off my jacket here. Oh, I don't want to speed up. That was literally my entire load there. A cannon shot. I mean, also, like, Nintendo's trying to move away from the, what do you call it? Like, they're no longer going to be supporting the 3DS, so it kind of makes sense. Like, they're putting all their eggs in one basket. That's the only downside by the current business model, is if the Switch... If they don't get games for the Switch, the entire system falls apart. swear to God, half of the enemies in this game don't even fight. I really hate the scrolling in this game. Like, the scrolling is too slow. It's always slow. If you wanna. I've got all my controls all screwed up now. All my controls screwed up. I feel like this, honestly, like, the ship doesn't matter, and I feel like half the time I feel like I would be better off using the newbie ship. Just simply because I don't have the skill to not die. Like, that's a strange thing to say. It's like, well, just don't die. It's like, yeah, that's kind of how you win every Gradius game. Don't die. Is that? No, they're not going to give me anything. It actually got some things I'd rather have in the console version. What does the handheld version have compared to the console version? I was gifted, was it Dragon Quest 11? Haven't gotten around to it yet. Might change that this year. But you can't even buy the normal, the one that's, how to say it? So you know how they actually made it so you could play, like, the basic Dragon Quest? Yeah, they basically did that. Alright. I should have done speed up on L1. I regret my decision. What? You weren't supposed to use that attack yet? I can't believe it used that attack right off the bat. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. A hedgehog. Really? You're not gonna let me have that? Fine, you're rude. Oh no, maybe you will. Oh, I hate this thing. It's gonna change arms. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. Damn it! The stupid part drops. I always find it funny just how quick you can actually kill these. What are the arms doing here? Please, just let me kill you so I can actually just not have to worry about homing missiles. Oh, you can fly through those. A lesson has been learned. Lesson has been learned. Liza, game difficulty. Did not change one bit. Honestly impressive. Not even gonna worry about the wasp. Like, look how quick you can actually kill these things. It's honestly impressive. Like, the further back you are from an enemy, the less damage you'll do. I understand why the machine gun, like the newbie ship exists, because the machine gun actually does do a decent amount of damage. The problem is you have to be right up front, in front of the enemy, for it to do the most damage.
Artificial satellite space is monitored ahead.
Also, one other plus thing, every time you fail, any weapons you find, you can then just bring with you.
The rear gate is closed down.
Like, that's why I'm now starting every time I die with a cannon instead of, well, nothing. So it's actually kind of cool like that. So that's the only advantage, and you should probably take advantage of it if you ever try to beat this game. Alright. Well, it only cost us 2 continues. Give me that wasp. Alright. What do you drop? Drop more wasp. I'll take it. More hedgehog. No! I was after the cannon. This is now the new problem. Like now you're just going to be desperate for weapons. What? Oh, that made the wasp. Whoa! Was not ready for that. I just wish there was some sort of protection or a barrier. No, don't. Why'd you go away? I don't even know what you're using. You're using a blade and spreader. Give me that cannon. I feel like maybe the grenade is, oddly enough, the best weapon to actually use. And you get 30 shots compared to 15. Oh, please. Switch to the cannon. There we go. Oh, right, shoot. I have to actually dodge this stupid thing. Oh no, that's not what I need. Oh, I'm dead. Maybe not. I'm alive. I don't know how I'm alive. I'm alive. Although that's dead. See, this is why I'm playing this on easy. Like, the actual difficulty of what makes this game difficult, did not change at all. It did not change at all. I'm literally going to run into one of those things. Like, I've actually learned to like the hedgehog. I almost killed myself there. Blade, spreader. I'll take you two, though. Double wasp. Oh, you damn well bet I'm gonna be destroying that. The heck? See, it's like, if you... Like, I feel like this game is just on the extremes where it just rewards people who really know how to play the game. I have an assortment of weapons. I wish I could get that wasp. Oh, wait, that's a hedgehog. Take that. Vulcan, no. It's not a Vulcan. Cannon. Spreader, that's spreader, that's grenade. Alright. You can get really quick kills on easy mode at least. Like, I feel like the difference, it really just is so focused on the enemy health. It's more of waiting for you to make a mistake.
Security system broke down. Code 9234. Order the
But it's the bosses that's actually... The bosses are, if anything, actually probably the bigger challenge of this game, but let's be honest, you're most likely going to die due to attrition from the small enemies in this game, because, man, they did not change their health at all. Doesn't matter if they die in one hit. Ah, crud. Like this is where you lose me. Because there's so much crap happening on the field. There's too much happening on the field here. Look at this! I do not know how to not deal with this. Also, like I said, what really sucks is the moment you switch weapons. And this is why I like the hedgehog. I have learned now. Oh no, did I destroy the thing? I probably didn't destroy the thing, did I? No, I destroyed the thing. Yeah, hedgehog's actually good. It is really good. Yeah. I don't even want any of those weapons. None of them are a wasp or a cannon. Yeah, hedgehog's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. Oh, no, give me that hedgehog. I can't even tell what direction you're in. You're a hedgehog, but... I'm actually surprised we made it through that part alive without losing a life. Because I think, what, we got through stage 5, and we beat... I wasn't able to turn up in time. Well, there goes all that ammo. There goes all that ammo. It's a shame. Yeah, that sucked. Like, death charges don't disappear. They literally just go straight through the ship. Come on. Give me a wasp. That should not have happened. Fine. I can't dodge the death charges. I can't dodge them at all. Oh, this is terrible. Like I said, I don't know why this game is so much. It's not. It's. I don't say it's not fun. This is actually it's a standard shoot 'em up. If you're a shoot 'em up fanatic, I feel like the level of play for people who play shoot 'em up and stuff is just so massive in difference. I have no idea what you're doing. Okay. I think this might be the only, like, the boss I actually, like, want to say I think the bullet speed might be slower. And the bosses are a little bit easier, but I still kind of feel like it's not. Like, I know enemy health is definitely lower. I thought he was doing his reaching out arm. Not for full swing. Go. There's my cannon. See, that's why I think, like, the easy ship at least guarantees that you'll have some damage. It's not even hitting what I need to hit. Don't you point that thing at me. Also gotta remember not to destroy things too early. Alright, let's... I'm gonna go down this time. Hoping I don't get backstabbed as much. Give me that grenade. Well, I already know I'm gonna get attacked from behind then. Yep. I was. Oh, come on. That is just rude. Rude, rude, rude. Whatever, I'll take this. Take the Vulcan. I'll take anything I can get right now. Ugh. Can't be picky for weapons. They're gonna attack from behind, aren't they? They are. I'm just waiting for that moment. They're gonna attack from behind. Like a battle of... Yep, there it is. There's the attack from behind. Back to the Vulcan. What the hell are you? Don't you throw your... whatever the hell those are. No, he succeeded. There's an actual mech in this game. Someone actually has a mech. What? What the? Okay. Oh, you have home missiles. I need you to die. Please stop existing. Thank you. Oh, that was a stage bonus. I feel like whoever played shoot 'em ups, like that was the only game they played. Like there's always such a massive disparity in skill between someone who knows how to play a shoot 'em up and then your average person. I mean, I feel like I could just point to the Toho fandom as like my example. It's like, you know what? You want to know why everything's just so hardcore when it comes to shoot 'em ups and why they're almost impossible to actually get in and actually get good at? Games like this. They're like the bar is always so high. It's hard to actually say like, yeah, this is fair. This is fine. Oh, yeah, stage 4's boss. Both. Oh, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Go for the miracle. Oh, I am waiting for that. Oh, no, he's dead. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, grenade. Grenade actually had a purpose.
Received telegram from Hyperion. It reported that a new stratagem spacecraft is preparing departure from the space catapult of the enemy aerial port to your southeast. Invade their aerial port and perform disturbance operation on the enemy until our main unit descends.
Oh man, I could just disturb them. Operation Disturb Them. Operation Socially Awkward. Oh, nope. Give me that. That. Ooh, that was closer than it needed to be. That was too close. I think oddly enough, like you actually, like I'm trying to think of like ways to make this easier, and it really just comes down to, yeah, let your ship be able to take a couple more hits, and also, yeah, just make the game easier. Oh! Ah, so much firepower just thrown around here. It also doesn't help that some of these things just explode into like landmines. I don't know why it does that, but they do. I actually can't believe I made it through that part without dying. Although we're only a quarter of the way through. Are we at the bosses? Oh, I'm just gonna just gonna stay low. Spread shot. Hedgehog. What? Ah, no, whatever. I'll take the grenade launcher. It's not the end of the world. Now for the big monkey. For the big monkey. Well, I got a grenade launcher, so I might as well use it! I hit him and he flailed. He flailed backwards from me hitting him with explosions. Only in video games, ladies and gentlemen. Only in video games. I literally was my own downfall. Oh no. No, you leave me alone. Can I just... what the heck are you doing, buddy? Oh! Really? Ooh. I can't believe I lived through that. Oh god, that was another missile. Oh, now he's in the background, that son of a bitch. Yeah, finally! Jesus, how long do you take to fall? Oh! Oh, there's so much they want you to deal with on this. Oh, I got lucky there. No! I didn't know what he was doing. I thought I could fly under him. No, give me the Vulcan. I'll take the Vulcan over the Spreader. Spreader does high damage, but at the same time, it's... You gotta be up in their face. This is not time to be up in an enemy's face. Especially when you can't be up in their face. I can't believe I'm actually alive. I can't believe I'm actually dodging that. Really? This guy is a pain in my butt. Like, I can't tell his patterns because half of the time he's just off screen. Cannon. Like, this was definitely Squaresoft during their most experimental phase. Like, it's so obvious. Like, in hindsight, at least. In hindsight. It totally makes sense. This is why, like... Honestly, I feel like the beginning ship should have given you two gun pods. 2 machine gun, 2 gun pods. Like, it would easily be the best ship of the game, but at the same time, it would... Well, at least it might be approachable if you're going to do a one-hit. But let's be honest, these gun pods, they can take a hit, but... can't exactly protect you. At least not for long. No, finally. Nope, give me that hedgehog. It's not destroying what I need to destroy. I'm actually surprised I'm alive. Oh, now I can tell the difference between those two. So there is a small difference between those mines there. The red ones actually freaking... Those red ones will actually explode. I can't do anything. Alright, I'm taking the Vulcan. Forget it. I think this game wanted to teach you about adaptability, but at the same time, I don't feel like it accomplished its goal. Just gonna. Just gonna try and survive. Oh god. Alright. Apparently I have a blade now. That's fine. Never mind, it's not fine. Everything's destroyed. Mission failed. And shame you don't get any new guns or anything. There is probably, you know, knowing this game, there probably are hidden weapons. There are probably hidden weapons in this game. I would not put it past this game. Damn it, the hedgehog blew up again. This is why I like Gungeon to me is fair. Like Gungeon is as fair can get when it comes to. Come on, let me have the freaking Vulcan. Thank you. Give me that Vulcan. I need it. I need weapons. Oh, I don't like what I'm seeing here. Oh! I walked into a bullet. I flew right into a bullet. I'm mad about that. Yes. Oh no! Hate. Please let me have the cannon. Let me have. I wanted the grenade. The game said you can't have the grenade. Game is rude. Did I disturb them? That's Operation Disruption. Was that a success? Hopefully it was. This feels like it's a boss. This has got to be a boss. Camera has shifted. Anytime the camera shifts, you know it's a boss. Disregard the other 50 times the camera shifted. Okay, now we know it's a boss. Oh, it's a full-on mech. Oh, god. That cannon. That wasp. Give me that Vulcan. Oh, god, that's a lot of firepower he's got. Oh, it's scary as all. Oh, god. Not like getting close to you. I'm destroying your pants, apparently. I've destroyed your guns. What are you doing? Oh, god. And he goes first. Freaking suicide bomb here. Oh god, I haven't even gotten to the core yet. Okay. I'll take that. I will take that win. That should not have happened. That should not have happened.
An urgent order from Hyperion. The main unit can't make it for dinner. Pursue the stratagem spacecraft alone. Repeat. Pursue the stratagem spacecraft alone.
Well, I was already on a suicide mission, so why not? Ooh, movie. The Earth Empire. I need to destroy rocket boosters. Okay. Alright. Oh, we have a time... Oh, that is evil. A time limit? Really, game? In a shoot-em-up? Oh, I'm feeling the pressure. It's too much pressure. Alright. Can I shoot the thingy? What am I supposed to shoot? Am I really... I'm actually supposed to shoot the... Oh. 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 Oh, this is evil. Oh, that is evil. That is so evil. You can collide with it at the bottom. Why? So the part that really makes this suck, well, not only do I have to destroy these rockets, I also... The actual hitbox of these things, incredibly tiny, and it's in constant motion. Because, you know... Really? Really? Alright, whatever.
Will reach critical altitude in 2 minutes.
No! Ah, forget this. Neat. Stop. Grenade. Damn it! The debris counts as freaking rockets. The debris counts. Why does the debris count? That is evil. I really hate it. This is so bad. It's so experimental, and to me, like, this definitely is not aged well. Like, I constantly have to actually move up and down in relation to the ship. And that's driving me nuts right now. Come on, dip. Give me some weapons, please, game. Ah, please don't kill me.
Will reach critical altitude in 2 minutes.
I don't need this much firepower being thrown at me. Thank you very much. I'm letting the stress get to me. I am letting the stress get to me, and it's horrible. There's only one area to hit, and it's bothering me because there's nothing else. There we go. That's better. Better, better. That's how we do. That is how we get it. Alright. Dodge. Get that. Wasp. More missiles and that. Hopefully they are actually connecting. Thank goodness. Okay, that's gotta be destroyed. It's gotta be destroyed.
Altitude in 2 minutes.
That's cannon. So now what am I dealing with here? Oh god. Okay, there's the rocket. Alright. See, it takes so much abuse. What the? Alright, that works. The blade. Count on the blade. The blade will save us all. Hopefully. Please, blade, save us all. Not save us all. But the grenade launcher. Oh my god, did we get it? Oh my god, I think we got it. The counter stopped. We did it. Oh, that is so stressful. Is that it? Of course it isn't. It's never it. Oh. Well, shoot. I really hope that was actually the mini-boss, and this is the final boss of the game. I don't think it is, because No, we're on stage 6. There's 7 stages. That's what the guides... Oh. Hello, satellite. You look like a pain in the butt to fight. I'm gonna blow you up with this grenade launcher. Or maybe not. That Vulcan, give me... Well, so much for that. You got a weak point, buddy? Oh, God. I panicked. I'll admit, I panicked. Full-on panic there. That Vulcan. That cannon. And Wasp. Alright. Oh, right. Can't actually... Alright, the moment you turn Flash, I'm gonna blow you up. Oh, I don't even know where your weak point is. Oh, just fire all the missiles. Literally fire all the missiles. How did I live through that? Why is there a homing bullet on there? I just, like, hide. I technically can hide. But it destroyed my okay, great. Wonderful. I need you to have less... I don't even know where the core is. How am I even alive? How am I alive? Now I see why the beginning ship is the freaking dual machine gun. You're only gonna have the dual machine gun if you're not good at this game. When I say good, I mean the godlike level of good. Can you please die? I would like you to die. I also just noticed something. Oh, thank goodness, it's over. They can hand me any of the weapons. I know I shouldn't expect it, but still. I mean, I'm in the upper...
Telegram from Hyperion. Enemy threat removed by your heroic attempt. The battle pattern of the latest Eos unmanned fighter has been completed according to the data from your battle record. For your meritorious deed, you are honored to be selected as the target of the last Eos test. Congratulations. After your death, you will advance 2 classes and be awarded the Sirius decoration. Glory with the moon, mercy on the earth.
Did the moon just declare war on myself?
Combat maneuver. Combat maneuver. Target identified. Fire.
I'm not going down without a fight. Only thing that kept me alive under the intense gunfire from my allies was one burning question. Why are they after me? The Earth I saw wasn't the utopia my superiors spoke of, but rather a vast wasteland like the moon. I knew then war was already purposeless. But perhaps for the leaders, war itself was the purpose. Apparently it took me a month.
Received a telegram from Hyperion. You are committing a major act of treason. Remove your armament promptly, then surrender. Repeat. You are committing.
I apparently lived. Do I? Oh god. What the? Oh, I am flying in space. This is full-on space. I will take all of your wasps. Thank you. Oh my god, this is... Christmas came early, apparently. There it is. Gee, I wonder if I'm gonna need cannons. Wow, talk about loaded for bear. I'm guessing this is the upgraded hype. I am just going to throw a bunch of missiles at you and oh my god. And I can't even tell what's happening anymore. Oh god. Missiles away! I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to do a charge up. And thus, I hesitated. Oh, this is going to suck now because I just lost all of the guns. Oh, wait, no. Well, at least it gave me some cannons. At least it's friendly. Oh, God, I don't know what's happening anymore. Hallelujah. Wait, I thought it was hallelujah. Nah, it doesn't matter. Potato, potato. Oh, give me those cannons. I need those cannons. We're gonna blow them up sky high. This is honestly a trip. I don't know what's happening. I destroyed something. Ah! I keep running into it because I'm trying to evade the other bullets. I only got 2 continues left. Hopefully this is actually the last boss. No, this is... oh god, I just realized. No, this is probably a mini-boss. This is probably a mini-boss. Oh, this is gonna suck. God, just throw a freaking... What is this ship doing? Oh, well, whatever. I'll take that pattern over anything else. I seriously don't know what's going on anymore. Oh, wow. Okay, now I see what those things are doing. Wow, this guy's a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt. This game is clearly... like, it's awkwardly designed because of the ship. Well, I didn't dodge that Kamehameha. I had all my missiles. The worst part, you can't even see the attack coming. Oh. Yep. Oh, this is so awkward. This is so awkward. This is such an awkward fight because there's so many different attacks. It actually kind of is the true enemy. The camera is the true enemy of this game because it's trying to do something. Really, the other one just flew off into space apparently when I lost off screen. Like, I can't tell if I'm gonna dodge something or if I'm just gonna be blasted by it. Like, that's the attack that's going to get me every time, because it fires two types of bullets. One's a homing, and the other one is a, just a straight, well, they're both homing, actually. That's the worst part. They're both homing. Like, it puts you so close against the enemy. I still don't even know where the core is. Like, and those blue balls are actually a lot faster than you think. Like, they look slow. But they're actually... Let's see, what am I moving now? I'm moving... Oh, I don't even have... Like, you are moving... I don't know, actually, no, you still control your speed. You still control your speed, never mind. But, like, we've been moving at max speed pretty much from the start of this game. I don't even know what killed me. I don't even know what killed me. Let's continue. This is it. This is what we got. Last two. This is so brutal. Like, this doesn't even feel like it's the hardest. It just feels like it's the cheapest, because it just kind of throws everything at you and hopes something sticks. And it does. Like, this is why I don't play shoot-em-ups anymore. I don't play shoot-em-ups because they're so alienating to players now. Like, you either are a pro at it or you're not. And it's so binary. It's just not fun for the most. Nope, we've lost. It's game over. I think we have one more life, but there's no way I'm beating this. There's no way. Oh, come on. You were barely on screen. This is me moving at max speed, too. So, like, so the whole point of even actually having speed in this game, completely irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. And it's clear that there still is a ceiling in this game. There's still a ceiling. Game over. We have to go through all of that over again. That is... Oh, that's painful. This is such a brutal game.
There was a time.
Let's try it again. Like, the worst part is I know if you go with this ship, it really is just actually making the game super difficult because it only gives you one gun pod. And I hate that. I honestly would have loved to have 2 machine guns and 2 gun pods. You know what? The game throws so many cannons at you. I want to go with something a little bit more, with a little more beef. Ooh, that can't. Give me. I'm gonna try the grenade here. I'm not gonna keep the grenade over everything else, but it feels like at least if I'm going to go in a fight, I can at least spam out a bunch of these. This was definitely Squaresoft's weirdest time. This was definitely their weirdest time as a game developer. Can you even believe, like, this game even has stage events? That... Like, shooting down all these neon signs here is apparently a stage event. Yeah, you got a stage bonus, and apparently if you do well enough. Get on screen. Damn it, I destroyed it. Didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. God, it takes so long to destroy. Oh god. Never knew you had that type of gun. Goodbye. It's like you do everything you can just to collect as much wasp ammo as possible so you can just spam, like spam that through the stage. Ah. Let's just grab that. Like, if you can, like, it works really well. I feel like it's just such a strange strategy. It works, though. Like, I know the strategy of, like, just stockpiling your wasp and camo ammo, cannon ammo. Your camo ammo, perfect. You know, just paint everyone green. Different shades of green. Alright. Now, Vulcan. I can't believe I'm actually alive. Take go. I hate how we were so close to the end. I think it's dead already. Yeah, it's already dead. It's been dead for a while. I think I might actually just stick with these three until I get Hedgehog. I need Hedgehog. That's the worst part. That boss lasted 12 seconds.
Trains were discovered leaving the city on their way to the east. Pursue them and locate the enemy supply route.
Hey, that's a big difference. That's what happens when you don't die the first time in the stage. Actually, I think I used a continue in the first stage. Alright. Clearly need this. I really hate that forced weapon switch. That is the worst part of this game. That's easily the worst part about this game, because you're just like, you're used to fighting one specific way, and then it just all of a sudden changes on you. Also, it doesn't help. This is pretty much how you're gonna get your ammo. Okay. Know what that is? No! Ah, damn it. That's such a tight area, too. Like, if it just lets you go a little bit further back, you could actually destroy everything and then get more ammo. I mean, I know it's not going to do me much good, because, well, I'm going to die at some point, making all this ammo completely worthless. It's all about the ammo management. Like, this is definitely the ship they want you to use. Like, the other modes are interesting, but definitely suboptimal. Look how much cannon ammo I have now. Oh, there's my hedgehog. You know what? I'm gonna wait. Actually, no, forget this. Just let's start using that wasp ammo. We got 200 shots. I know, exactly. I can cannon the cannon. You got it. The only problem is I need to make sure I don't actually get myself destroyed by cannons like that. Like that. There goes all my ammo. There goes all my ammo. That's what I hate about this game. You lose everything. It's the Gradius effect. It is a full-on Gradius effect, and I hate it. And the weapon switching is the worst. Well, I can't do anything now. Because look at this. Look at this. If I'm lucky, I might be able to get a Vulcan. Got a Vulcan. This is the boss. This is the boss. Well, I went for 100 cannon ammo to 28. Great. Wonderful. Destroy something. It still wants more. It got more. It got a grenade. One plus side, at least like the rate of fire for the cannon and wasp depends on how fast you can actually mash the button. So at least getting more ammo. It's actually nice. So that. Why is weapon swapping so awkward in this game? Huh? I think it took us an hour to get to the last stage with continues, so man, you could probably beat this game in like 40 minutes if you do a perfect run or something. Yeah, you probably actually could beat this game in like 40 minutes and if you do a perfect run. I want to sandbag, or do I want to just blow this thing up? I want to save, let's be honest, I want to save my ammo. Come on. Become vulnerable. Shit, there you go, perfect. That is maximum damage. And then we lose everything. That was maximum damage. That was maximum damage for the machine gun. And then we learn, hey wait, the machine gun doesn't do any damage. I always forget, it starts up with that. Oh, that's annoying. There, finally, actually evened out. I need one of you. I need one of your weapons, please, game. Yeah. Just wanted a gun. Oh, forget it. We're done. I wanted a gun, but it wouldn't give me a gun, so forget it. We're leaving. I'm not happy. God, imagine collecting 1,000 grenade ammo and actually living to use it.
Artificial satellite space is monitored ahead. Based on high energy reaction.
I feel like that's why they say you're a suicide pilot. It's like the only thing that makes sense to make a shoot 'em up as excuse to like say it's hard as nails. Yeah, you're not supposed to actually come back. You're actually the actual ending of this game is that you die. It's the ending that makes sense. You know, the more I think about it, like the... that. Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna say, like, can I not pick that up? Whatever the heck is dropping. Oh, crap. I should probably just fire these. Nope. Give me those. Cannon. Oh. What? Actually, I'm gonna keep that grenade launcher. Well, that sort of worked fine. Get you, Vulcan. I will... I want my wasp and I want my cannon. I want to be able to actually use them, too. Oh, shoot, I destroyed it. Oh, whatever. Ugh. I like it that's, like, little damage. Oh, right, forgot about this part. Oh my god, the grenade destroys it. Alright, grenade is good. Grenade is really good. You know what? I'm actually gonna stick with the grenade. I'm not gonna worry about the hedgehog. The hedgehog will be fine. Take care of those little guys. Oh, that's not good. Come on. Where's my goodies? Oh, that's a lot of wasps. Oh, forget this. Just fire at will. Give me that grenade. Do you want dual riot guns? We got your riot guns. That's a lot of wasp ammo. That is so much wasp ammo. Surprised that wasn't for, like, a medal or award or anything. Blade, riot, wasp, I'll take that. It's a hedgehog, it's a spreader, it's a Vulcan, it's another Vulcan. That's a cannon, I'll take that. No! Oh, I lost all my cannon ammo. Shoot. Well, there goes all my cannon ammo. It's fine. It's fine. We have grenades. Oh, God. I need you to not kill me. He just really wants me dead. Alright. Well, we got 291 wasp missiles. Plenty of spamming power for this next part. We will use all of the missiles.
Security system broke down.
God, I would not be surprised. Like, a perfect playthrough. The person probably has like 1,000 wasp
Find the
missiles.
nuclear reactor in the enemy base and destroy it.
It doesn't even record my personal best. It's kind of sad. Alright. Again, launching the missiles! I probably actually could have used that hedgehog, now that I think about it. Damn it, no! Stick to the wasps. No! Sank into the briny deep. Stop. No, grenade! Oh! Oh, damn it. Come on, give me one more cannon. Thank you. Alright. Oh. Okay. That works. Ah, well, someone forgetting that. Well, we got jeez, we have 100 cannon ammo. That'll last us all of 2 seconds. Oh, wait, no. No. Don't even know how to hit those guys, but alright, it's cool. It's fine. We have 100 cannon ammo for some reason. Are you the perfect player? Then Einhander is the game for you. God, that pattern feels so random. Look how quick you can take them out if you actually have the ammo. This is the part I hate about a lot of these shoot 'em ups. It's success only rewarding success. It's like the meanest style of reverse difficulty curve I could think of in a game. I'm just gonna stick with that down path. That down path worked, sort of. At least sort of. Oh my god, there's too many. Hey, thanks for subbing, Secret. I am going to lose this gun pod. There's not enough room in this place. How you doing, man? 9 months, indeed. Geez, between, like, you, Prinny, and Board and stuff, like, it's a shame you, like, I know this game, like, oh, not this game. I know you only get one emote slot. Oh, God. Oh, you're not dead yet. How you doing, Secret? How has your week been? It's coming up on Friday. Oh my god, I'm going to destroy this. I'm surprised I have not destroyed this gun pod yet. Ooh. I am also surprised I haven't run into anything. What? I apparently ran into something. Damn it. Emotes, those things I release. I know. It's one of those things. There goes all that ammo. There goes all that ammo because I let myself get tricked by the freaking elevator. It's the elevator that got me. It fooled me. Out of my life. I don't know who you are, Mech Man, but you are gone. Week's going okay so far. Any plans for the weekend? Sorry, like I'm playing this game on easy, just for reference. I decided to take the knee and say this is the game I've got to play on easy. The difficulty change, boss health. That is it. That is the only difference in this game. Is the boss's health. There is no other change in this game's difficulty. It doesn't reduce the amount of enemies. It doesn't. It doesn't make anything easier. Work and relax. This is your last day off till the next weekend. Oh, you've been actually work and relax. Oh, you gotta work all the way through the next weekend. Oof. Wait, you're working 7 days in a row? Oof, that's rough, man. Go. Oh, come on. The hell are those things? Whatever, you're done. Today's your day off, then the next one's next Friday. Fine, only 5 hours next week, but only 25. Okay. You know, honestly, I wish we were at a point of society where we actually said, you know what? Why not let people just freaking work 20, like, I feel like working 25 hours is like that weird sweet spot. Working 5 hours a day. Like, it's strange, like, it's such a strange shift in productivity. It's like, you got a person there for 5 hours, you're gonna get that 5 hours of productivity out of that person. You have them work for, you know, and I put this in quotes here. Oh god, 8 hours? Yeah, you're not gonna get 8 hours of, you're not gonna get 8. What was that? You're not gonna get 8 hours of productivity from your average person. Like, what the heck is H? Oh, it's the hedgehog. I don't need the hedgehog. I honestly think the grenade is better than the hedgehog now. Like, the hedgehog still has its purpose. This is definitely what the boy can do. Assuming I can actually hit anything. That one. Oh, nope, there's that horrible exploding one. Never mind, that wasn't the horrible exploding one. I'm actually surprised I could survive most of that. And I survived the third dimension. Yes, I can. Thank goodness those things will... That's gotta be like up for a bonus stage sort of deal. Oh god, I have no blade anymore. That's not good. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This'll work. This'll work fine. I hate you, monkey man. Can't think of any other name to call it, so I call it the monkey ship. Oh god, I almost let myself die there. Fall down. Oh, come on. Alright, have yourself a good night, Newton. Hope you have yourself a good Friday. Can I scan? I'm assuming you're like on the East Coast, so. Oh, shoot. Oh. Destroy that. Destroy that. Oh, I must have destroyed his electric gun. Sweet. And goodbye, Monkey Man. I do not care about your specials. Alright. What do I got here? I got a hedgehog, I got a grenade, and I got a wasp. This is not good. Yeah, like, that fight... I'm surprised, like, I should be glad just how short those fights are, but at the same time, man, oh man. Oh, shoot, I didn't get the gun out of that. I didn't get the gun out of it. That's the problem. Oh, shit. I need to destroy you. Do you? You do. Yeah, the red... I can tell if the... Oh, why does... This thing is so evil. Alright, that works. That somehow worked. Ah, crap, I'm getting everything mixed up now. Getting all my controls mixed up. I got to actually, I think, what I think is the final boss of this game. At least I think it was. Kinda guess it. It's just kind of. You know what? Forget your cannon. I don't need your cannon. I wanted your cannon. I could have used that cannon, actually. Oh, right. We're not done yet. Shoot. Honestly, between, like, this game... like, Vagrant Star... Come on. It didn't even stay on the screen. No! I don't even know how I missed both. I don't even know how I missed both. That takes some special talent of failure just to actually miss both of those. Alright, stage 5's boss. You know, I just realized I don't think we used to continue yet. We have definitely... No, I think we have. I think we have. We've definitely died. We have definitely died. Continue, though, that's the debatable. Alright, let's see what damage we can do with this against this mech again. We won out of pure happenstance. Ooh. Oh god. I don't remember that ramming attack of his. That machine gun's annoying. I don't think I have many other places to shoot. Oh, right. I think got him. Oh, thank goodness I got him. We got him with a Vulcan. Oh, thank goodness, that guy's a pain in the butt. That guy looks like he's be a lot harder than he should be.
Order from the main unit can't make it for dinner. Pursue the stratagem spacecraft alone. Repeat. Pursue the stratagem spacecraft alone.
And now for the timed mission. This is the mission that took most of my continues. Because this is a pain in the butt for a stage. I gotta destroy both of those rocket boosters. And we are under a strict time limit, too. It's absolutely terrible. Alright. Go. The thing about this, well, kind of see, kind of have to actually kill everything, and I walked right into it. Walked right into the flames. We are literally firing like crazy at this thing. Damn it. Like, they want you to get... No, we didn't actually use the continue at all. Hey. I didn't realize how smooth this has actually been. Come on, give me that gun. I am literally just... Oh, I'm not gonna... No, I can't. I can get it. I can get it.
Will reach critical altitude in 2 minutes.
All right, you got it. Gotta watch out for that. Ugh. I want the right gun right now. I just want to blast it with the grenades. I think I got it. I think I got it. Yeah, time stop. We got it. That is a lot harder. That took me, like, I think 6 continues last time. I'm more than happy being able to take that thing out with only 1. Because this next boss is gonna be a pain. Also, I just realized I don't think I have any weapons. I have a Vulcan and a grenade launcher. That is terrible. I'm gonna call him Mr. Satellite. Perfect. Why did I do that? I should have... You know what? Forget it. We'll just use... Oh god, that actually destroyed my freaking thing. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Oh, come on! How did I miss that? Or just give me that. Oh, that is so bad. It's got all the drones. And damn it. That was actually a good one. That could have been the attempt. I don't need that. Or apparently I do. Oh, come on. Really? Alright. Fine. Dude, let me have it then. You only had to destroy the bottom. Oh my goodness. It's a miracle.
Received a telegram from Hyperion. Enemy threat removed by your heroic attempt. The battle pattern of the latest Eos unmanned fighter has been completed according to the data from your battle record. For your meritorious deed, you are honored to be selected as the target of the last Eos test. Congratulations. After your death, you will advance 2 classes and be awarded the Sirius decoration. Glory with the moon, mercy on the earth.
Your reward for mission successful of a suicide mission. Yeah, we're gonna automate you from your battle record. Actually, this makes a good connection to Ace Combat 7.
Target
We engage in drone warfare. Only after destroying the entire Earth army, he realizes, yeah, maybe only the leaders actually like war.
Received a telegram from Hyperion. You are committing a major act of treason. Remove your armament promptly, then surrender. Repeat. You are committing.
But somehow, I survived. I need more cannons. I need more cannons. Oh god, don't make me run into anything, please. I feel so bad. Like, this game is loading you up for battle here, and it's clear. I can actually shoot this thing yet? No, I can't. This is where we actually gamed over. This actually might be end game. Hopefully. I'm not even gonna worry about how many missiles. With the exception of that, damn it! Nope, can't do anything against that. And then we just lost all that ammo. That is such a jerk move. This is why I call this game the Gradius. It has the Gradius effect. Come on. It shoots its Kamehameha. Or not. Oh, we are definitely in space if my grenade launches are actually just firing straight. Also, apparently I need to kick up the speed to maximum, because this game just says screw you. That is so bad. Is that only... There's the blast I was looking for. I'm surprised he didn't fire anything on me. Ooh. Don't worry, you're not the only one who's confused by this camera angle. Oh! I got played like a fiddle. Played like a fiddle. What? He wasn't even on screen for a second. I call shenanigans on that. I'm calling shenanigans on that. Oh, now I get its attack pattern for that. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah. I can't believe I'm alive. Damn it! As soon as I said it. As soon as I said it. Alright, you're gonna stay on screen for a few... Thank you. Thank you. God, between every... I can't even fly faster than that. The blue balls, they're faster than me. I couldn't dodge it. Those balls are not inert. That is such a sucker punch move, too. Oh! I literally walked into that because of the camera angle. I hate this fight just because it's constantly shifting camera perspectives. Like, artistically, it looks great. Actual gameplay, not fun at all. Please end. What? Really? I will be more than happy to take that. Thank you. No, not again. Oh, please let this actually work. Oh, thank goodness. All right, you gonna go up? Good. Stay low. Stay low. Let him claw ya. I don't even know what his weak spot is. That's the worst part. I could be just shooting blanks here for all I know. And I probably am, actually. What? Sucker punch. Are we done? He's done. Is that game over? Are we done? On easy mode? God, like, these enemies have... They literally have either no health or they have an ungodly amount of health. And now that we've destroyed your army for the moon, what am I gonna do? He's going to destroy the moon. He destroyed the army of the moon. That is a lot of points for a fighter remaining. That took a minute 33. That was a minute 33 seconds of heck. Yeah, just give me all those points. Give me all of those points. I deserve those points. I think that's game. I think that's game. So stage 7 is literally just, here's every weapon you could need, and then you just lose it, and then you're having to scrape by with nothing. God, I could see it, like, this really is like a Gradius game through and through. First time actually beating this stage. After the battle, both sides no longer able to fight agreed to a temporary ceasefire. Gradually, the people on each side became aware of the conditions of the other, naturally leading to the end of the war. Although no utopia, temporary balance fell over the world again. The name of the one who indirectly brought about the end of the war was completely erased from official records of both powers. Now only those who had actually fought and were wounded in the war know the name of Einhander. Is that game end? I think that's game end. That's gotta be game end. If that was a suicide mission, they did a damn good job making sure you don't exist anymore. That's game end. That is game end. I am taking that as a game that is beaten. This was such a stupidly ridiculous game. Like, this was definitely the place, like, Squaresoft's artistic phase. Just being able to throw anything and everything at the wall and see what fits in terms of 3D design. everyone actually having to learn 3D graphics. Nice Win looks like an arcade game. It isn't. It's actually one of the more sought out PlayStation 1 games because nobody bought it, and it's just another one of those rare games that exist that, oddly enough, nobody bought because everyone would rather just buy RPGs from Squaresoft. Like this, like if anything, like this was the perfect storm for why Squaresoft actually survived as a company, because they had Final Fantasy VII. Like Squaresoft really was at, ironically enough, probably around their peak before they merged with Square Enix in terms of being able to just outright experiment and still be able to be conservative because of the massive success of Final Fantasy VII. Like Final Fantasy VIII, that honestly didn't do as great as people thought. It definitely had the novelty of sales because it was like, this is the realism now. We have reached pinnacle graphics. And then people realized, no, you didn't. Especially when a movie like Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within gets released. No, nobody liked that movie. That went too far, especially when you actually throw the name Final Fantasy on it. But this was definitely like, we need an excuse to learn how to 3D model things. And being able to make a game like this just makes complete sense. I'm sorry, wait. Alphabetical order player? What? Oh, you know what? You could probably actually have multiple accounts or multiple names on your memory card, and it'll put in the credits. That's actually a nice touch. I like that. Squaresoft. I ain't gotta call them Square Enix. God, that was brutal. I still need to find like I'm really hoping this is the year all of those modders make... Oh. He lives. Game over. You destroyed the army of Earth and the army of the Moon. Congratulations, you brought world peace through forced pacifism. That was stage 6 easy. Wait, what? Let's go back to that. Tech points C, highest percentage D. Yeah, I probably died way too much. Well, I also would like to see like what a full playthrough, no deaths, no continues, actually looks like. Let's see what this is here. Shut down. That's my score. That is all 7 million, really? Huh. Boss bonus. It went. Wow, I got less of a boss bonus apparently. Apparently the 5th. Tech points was 50, so that's the current top. S bonus is 5. Yeah, so there are stage bonuses that can take you on different routes and such, I think. There we go. Yeah, so the ship, actually, yeah, so this records it by the ship that you're flying. So it shows like, hey, easy, you beat that's amount of stage bonuses. That's actually really cool. I guess just get shut down. Yeah, that's actually really cool. It's weird though, it doesn't save every single time. I don't know why. It probably just, oh, you know what? Here's what I bet. It probably only saves the stages that you have ended the game on. That's probably what this is. That's why everything looks so weird. Oh my god, that means they assume you literally do 1 credit CC of this game. Oh, that is evil. That is so evil. Wonder if there's an alternative ending. I would not be surprised. And this is just theory. You know, I'm gonna be confident in saying this, actually. So, you know when that rocket ship flies up and it's a timed mission, I think if anything they assume you would lose. I think if anything that would be the alternative ending. I don't see this game having, because this Square doesn't really do alternative endings. Like, they don't, I was never really there for it. It was never really there for it when it comes to making developing games and stuff, because it's more important to just develop the game. I think the only game I could think of that you could technically say has multiple endings, Chrono Trigger. That's literally it. Everything else is more of, it's more of, all right, like, play through the game, enjoy the story, and play through it again. Like, I would honestly say, like, especially during this time, because let's be honest, the Square Enix of the Super Nintendo was, not Square Enix, Squaresoft of the Super Nintendo was not the Squaresoft of Nintendo and not the Squaresoft of PlayStation. Like, unfortunately, we never lived in, the game industry has always had such a high level of churn. So in other words, people entering in and then people leaving and such, with very few people. I would even apply this to Japanese culture, with very, very few people actually getting a job and being able to stay at that job. Never mind actually the rarity of being promoted or like through attrition somehow becoming the manager. And even then, honestly, in America, yeah, that doesn't exist anymore. It's like you are applying, you're applying for the job you want. You are never going to get promoted by attrition anymore. You have much better luck than, I don't know why I went from a video game to, how did I go from video games talking about the job market? How the heck do I achieve that? But let's go actually focus on the good things about the PlayStation age of Squaresoft here. Like Einhander, Vagrant Story, Parasite Eve. Those are the 3 games I think of. Actually, you know what? I'll even throw Xenogears in too. Xenogears was also a weird part. Even though it was an RPG, it was, let's be honest, Square really, they have a weird relationship with their mech franchises. They really do. Poor Front Mission. Poor Front Mission. They really just don't know what to do with it, and it's honestly simple. Just let the people play mechs. Write a war story. Let the people bounce around and experience the horrors of war with mechs. Don't give us what was that game? What was it? Left Alive. That's what it was. That was a weird game. Have you ever played Steambot Chronicles? No, I haven't actually. I've never played that game. What is it about? Is it like, I'm assuming it's like steampunk. Actually, that sounds familiar. I think maybe I've seen Exposure talk about that actually for a while. Oh, maybe that's Steam World or something. Maybe it's Steam World I'm thinking of. I think, like, honestly, the thing I'm realizing about myself now, where I am personally in my life, I don't have the luxury anymore to buy the latest and greatest and such, and I'm literally now at the point where it's like, you know what? Let's just go through my backlog. I'll just leave. I think if anything, my new strategy is literally just leave the category as retro. Even if I'm playing a modern game. Like, I think I'd rather be there than anything else. Look it up because you can't accurately explain, but it's a half mech, half music side note. This is a PS2. That's a PS2 era game. Now you have my attention. Steambot Chronicles. Huh. Developed by IREM. Oh, that was back when Atlas was publishing stuff. Oh, no. The heck is this game? Kind of actually reminds me of Mega Man Legends for some weird reason. Kind of reminds me of that. Like, I'm looking at some pictures right now of it. called Bummity Trots in Europe, you think? Was it really? What was it called? Let's take a look here. We can figure this out here. What is it called in Europe? Let's see. Bumpy Trot. So known in Japan as Ponkotsu Roman Daikatsu Geki Bumpy Trot. Huh. There was actually a sequel. But it was canceled, though, unfortunately. It was canceled. But there apparently were spin-offs. They did make spin-offs. It was the last PS2 game you picked up. Technically, the last PS2 game I've picked up now has been, was Dokapon Kingdom and Evergrace. I'm trying to think if I bought any others. No, that was the same time I also bought Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time for the Nintendo Wii and Punch-Out. I think those were the 4 games I bought at the last Retro Game Expo. Yeah, it's unopened too. It is completely, it's a sealed copy. Twice over, oddly enough. The guy who was selling it, ran an online video game store, and he just had like an excess of product that he literally was just trying to get rid of because he was kind of not really moving on from video games, but just like he no longer wanted to actually work as an online vendor anymore because playing the eBay game, as they say, can be really cruel. It's really rough. I would buy a copy if it was cheap. Yeah, that was actually the great part. I think I paid $50 for it, and its value knew he knew he was selling it at a loss too. Like I said, he was liquidating. He was basically there. He actually got a booth and everything to say like, I need to get rid of all my new games and such. And he had like, I think he sold like 4 of those. Like, he had 4 copies of Dokapon, and it was literally, like, me and another guy, and I literally, like, played it up and such, and I told this guy about it, and we both walk away. We didn't buy it. Like, it was the last copy, we both walk away, and I decide, you know what, you only live once, you know? Carpe diem, and, not carpe diem, that's not the right Latin part. My god, it's terrible, I've become an idiot. I now have YOLO stuck in my brain over the actual Latin phrase. I am terrible. No, actually, I think it might be Carpe Diem. Hang on a second. I need to make sure I'm not an idiot here. No, Carpe Diem is actually... Okay, good. I'm not completely... I've not lost my brain cells yet. I have not lost my brain. It is Carpe Diem. And so I bought it, and literally, as I was walking away, him and his friend literally came up. It's like, did you buy it? And I told him, yeah, I did. It's like, because the guy actually looked up the price of it, and he just realized, yeah, that was actually a good buy. That was actually a good deal for a sealed copy of the game too. Yeah, but Einhander, though. Personal thoughts on this. Brutally difficult game. I cannot see myself. I can't beat shoot 'em ups. I am terrible at shoot 'em ups. I just have to accept that. I am lucky enough to be able to beat... Like, it's weird that UN Squadron is such a good shoot 'em up, but at the same time, short of the one boss in that game, that is probably, if anything, one of the easiest and most forgiving shoot 'em ups I have ever played. I still haven't beaten Gradius for the NES. That is how difficult I have with shoot 'em ups. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong that makes playing shoot 'em ups so difficult for me. You think the only shoot 'em up you've beaten was Phalanx, the Enforce on GBA? If you want to know what you want to know what a terrible shoot 'em up is, and I know I'm not going to stream it. There's no way I'm going to stream it because I don't think I could beat it because it's just so badly designed. Iridon 3D. It's a Game Boy Advance game. It plays like Star Fox and stuff, so it's a rail shooter style. But the actual amount of health and the damage enemies do and the health enemies have is so disproportionate that it's impossible to actually get that snowball rolling. Honestly, I don't think I've ever beaten even the first stage of that game. It's a functional game, but it's just so badly balanced. Actually, if Robotech for the 3 GBA counts, there was a Robotech for the GPA? I know there was a Robotech for the PlayStation 2, and I think GameCube and Xbox as well. That was a TDK published game. And the only reason I know that, because back in my area, there used to be a lot of video game companies. There used to be a lot of video game companies, actually, where I lived. And, hey, how's it going, Fabio? We won. We beat it. Einhander is over. The pain is over. This is a brutally difficult game. I am not going to play this game ever again. I can only beat this game... Well, actually, here. Let me show you, actually. I can only beat this game on easy. I cannot beat this game one credit clear or anything like that. The bosses are too difficult. And even if you... Like, the only difference in difficulty in Einhander is how much health the bosses have. That is literally it. Everything else, the enemy placement, the bullets... I'm still a little back and forth on the bullet speed. I think it's slower, but I can't tell. I don't have those sharp eyes when it comes to shoot 'em up. Shoot 'ems are... I like them, but I also am I just know I'm terrible at them. I'm terrible at them. I would count Robotech, though, if it actually plays like a shoot 'em up, whether it's a rail shooter or not. Put a pic in the game chat? What? Wait, what do you mean? Put a pic in the game chat? I'm confused. In the... What? I'm not even... What? I didn't even get a link. I don't see a link, Zekret. I have nothing I can actually switch to here in terms of desktop mode either. Actually, there is here. I'm gonna back out of this here. Let's exit. So I also just realized one thing about the score here. So the score you get is literally how far you've gotten on your first continue. That's what the scores record. So any continues, they don't count it. Oh, you put in Discord. Oh, okay. That makes a whole different. That's a whole different ballgame. It's in the Discord.
A bizarre aircraft.
Never be afraid of it. Oh, it literally is actually Robotech the Macross Saga. Yep, published by DDK. It used to be a big publisher actually in my area. Oh yeah, that definitely is a shoot 'em up. That is definitely a shoot 'em up. Like, I'm just looking at screenshots here, and that's definitely looks like a shoot 'em up game. Yeah, it's just a side scroller shoot 'em up. It's the same thing as Einhander. It's probably brutally difficult, honestly. Yeah, but this was definitely Squaresoft's weirdest time. Just to be able to experiment. The GBA one has to be the easiest one to beat. Yeah, there was the console version. I remember the console version, actually. Because I did the whole Groundhog Day and such, where it's like, okay, like, my high school did a lot of experiment stuff. Like, literally the moment I entered high school, it was like, you are required to do X amount of community service. You are required to do a work-study program. You're required, you know, to basically do so many things. And so for my work study, I actually was able to get a QA testing thing lined up. And that was one of the games they were actually testing, was the Robotech, not the Game Boy Advanced one. I didn't even know that existed. But what I actually tested was, oh god, what was it called? Hang on a second, I'm trying to remember the exact title. It's actually been a game Proton John has actually streamed. That's the hilarious part. The Land Before Time. Was it? Hang on a second. I'm gonna look. I'm just gonna look it up. Yeah, feel free to ask questions and stuff. I'm totally down for that. We're literally just gonna let this probably play on loop here.
The moon were at war with each other. A daredevil from piloted.
That's what it's called. Yeah. Okay. So the game they actually had me QA test was The Land Before Time Great Valley Racing Adventure. Dumbest game I have ever had to QA test. And that game, like, literally played the exact same way as when Proton John streamed that game all those years ago. It was a god-awful... It wasn't even a god-awful game. It was literally a game for children. It was like the Smurfs racing game. It's that sort of deal. It was that sort of deal. Like, honestly, now that I've beaten Einhander, I am not jumping to a different game. No way. No how. Because I have to actually now rethink my entire thing. Because guess what the game I was thinking, like, I would have actually beaten? Because this week has been a very strange week. I didn't expect to actually suffer another public safety power outage, which really sucked. Like, it's one of those weird things. Like, great, power outage, but it's not like a blackout or a brownout. It's one of those things where it's like, you just gotta, it's like, well, you could have power, but the power company decided, no, we don't want to deal with the liability. It wasn't because anything was actually damaged or anything.
Fired with the arm 1 button.
Oh, you never heard of brownout. Brownout, simply put, is, like, there's actually something malfunctioning with the electrical grid. And did the game freeze? I think the game froze. Oh god, the game actually froze. Holy crap. Well, the music didn't. Yeah, but brownout just means usually there's like a malfunction on the electrical grid, which means power's cutting in and out for people. That's usually what a brownout stands for. So it's not like something's completely broken that causes the entire electrical grid to shut down and then you have a bunch of people without power. It's when you just have, yeah, actually Fabio describes it pretty well, when the grid gets overloaded so it drops. Or it could just be like a malfunction where it's like, okay, the power's off. Then 20 minutes later, the power's back on. And then, I don't know, maybe like another half hour, the power's out again. They're extremely rare, honestly, for... Like, there was something, honestly, I think, if anything, you're probably not going to see again. It's oddly enough one of the few things, at least we've been able to improve in our electrical grid infrastructure. Never heard of it before, and you live right next to a power station / plant? Wow. Yeah, it's a pretty... I'll say a pretty common term, but... Yeah, brownout is an intentional, unintentional drop in voltage for an electrical power supply system. So it's something that's not... It usually just happens by... Whoops. Something, something blew up. Not physically, of course, just something broke. Something broke, unfortunately. But yeah, originally my actual plan was, let's beat Einhander. And then I was going to jump to Ikaruga. I think I'm going to change that plan. I think that plan needs to change, because as much as I love to keep the mech slash flying, which has now become shoot 'em up genre going of trying to beat as many games as possible this year. I'm kind of afraid. Do Ikaruga. Is this the challenge? Is that what you're saying, Zekra? Are you challenging me to do Ikaruga now? I mean, the positive side is the more we play Ikaruga, at least we get more continues and more extra lives, I think. I think that's what we get. So there's a possibility. And we have to beat it on actual normal mode because, well, you don't get the actual ending if you don't. Ikaruga looks fun, honestly, but it's one of those games where, you know what, actually, I'm just gonna go over this here. Let's actually go to the chat here. Goodbye, Einhander. You were great time. Great time. A great time was had by all with Einhander, but no, we are done with you now. Actually, if anything, for now. Yeah, Ikaruga is probably one of the more interesting shoot 'em up games I could ever actually think of, simply because it actually allows you to absorb enemy bullets. So unlike a lot of other shoot 'em ups where you actually have to dodge every single bullet known to mankind, you actually can just absorb enemy bullets. And you actually will also do more damage if you are the opposite color. So basically, it's a risk-reward system. Basically, you can play it safe, play the same color and shoot the same color target, and you'll do very little damage, or you could take the risk, be the opposite color of it, and risk getting shot down. Of course, like, once you get past... It's basically like, once you get past the first stage, like, literally past the first stage, it's like, alright, training wheels off. You're just going to, allow yourself to get destroyed. You're just going to get destroyed. And let's actually see if this actually works. So let's throw on some Popski here. I need to actually... What I really need to do, honestly, in terms of stream stuff, and I need to honestly spend my weekends, and I feel bad because I spent this weekend actually... Or not... God, I spent this public safety outage. Let's be honest, it felt like a weekend because I had 2 days without power. By the way, if you actually want Popski's music, you can actually head on over to his Bandcamp, and it is full-on free DRM music that you can actually use for your streams. So if you love a lot of retro style or just a lot of... Actually, he's a really good composer. And if you're worried about the specter of DRM, well, he makes and sells, and also has it over on Spotify. I have to ask what happened to all the... No, okay, so positive side. So the positive side of dealing with this this public safety outage. So we actually had the whole solar panel thing installed, and we also got the battery. So what actually nothing happened to the food. Like, literally, our power consumption was... We used, actually, I think, if anything, on the first night, we actually did burn through the entire solar battery. It was fully charged. The power went out, I think, at like an hour before noon, so 11 o'clock a.m. That's literally... So that was 2 days ago. And the fridge and freezer are perfectly fine. The food is perfectly fresh and everything. We're actually very fortunate. Oddly enough, like, I think if anything, the solar battery actually went out at like 4 in the morning or something like that. Like, the only part that actually sucked was that because it was a public safety outage, it also affected our ISP for some reason. And so, which was weird, was last month's public safety outage. For the devices we had power for, we would have actually been able to still use our internet and such. But this time around, for some reason, we couldn't. It was like a complete public safety outage. It was even affecting our ISP for some stupid reason. But like I said, thank God we were actually more prepared this time around. Simply because not only did, like, we basically got that installed, the whole solar power and battery treatment. For Christmas, I pretty much asked for and got most of my family members those big old external battery packs. Not what's it, uninterrupted power supplies, but stuff you could basically just charge your phone and such. So basically, yeah, I finally didn't have to worry about my laptop being out of power. I didn't have to worry about my cell phone being out of power. And I'm able to, like, for the few times I was online, I was literally able to tether my phone to my laptop. So I wasn't able to use my computer, but I was still able to use my laptop. And I was able to, at least, oddly enough, write a review. Like, I pretty much actually am now caught up on writing reviews for all the games I've beaten, with the exception, of course, of tonight, Einhander. So I have a review of Virtual on Mars and Ace Combat 7. Those are done. Only thing I need to do now is just, like, and I think I need to do this, and it's going to take a while, is basically add pictures. Like, literally scram through the VODs and literally just pull out some pictures I think that look nice and kind of illustrate my points of what I'm talking about of the game. But I do need to do and add to this. I feel like I need to actually redesign this entire scene as well. But you beat why done? Because I've noticed the one thing I tend to do in my they're not, let's be honest, they're not real reviews. It literally just more of me griping. It literally is the, you know what grinds my gears sort of thing. I'm a pessimistic person, and I know that to my core, unfortunately. I do my best to be positive and supportive and stuff, but let's be honest, I have a very easy time of pointing out, man, that was a terrible game design decision, or this part just sucked. Like, I'll say this, Einhander is the shoot 'em up you want to play if you are looking for a challenging shoot 'em up. Absolutely. I think, if anything, my only major criticism levying towards the game is the actual gun pod system. Because it really sucks when you're using a gun pod and then all of a sudden it swaps over to a completely different gun pod you're using, and you're just instantly going to throw out all of your ammo, and at the same time you're leaving yourself vulnerable because all of a sudden the things you're targeting are most likely not going to be able to be hit by the actual gun pod you just picked up. Like, if you are a Gradius fan and you feel like you're an expert in Gradius, yeah, Einhander actually would be a good fit for you. Because it's just a brutally difficult shoot 'em up. It's also unique that you can destroy parts, but it's honestly too, like, you gotta be competent with your shoot 'em ups. It's like all those scenes with the Flash and, or was it Sonic the Hedgehog and such, where it's like, everything's in slow motion because I'm just super fast. You gotta have that kind of mindset. I do not have that mindset. I do not have that mindset when it comes to playing shoot 'em up stuff. The only shoot 'em up game I actually think, if anything, made it the most approachable and incredibly fun because it was more pattern based and it was consistent in that as much as possible, was Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon, great dungeon crawling shoot 'em up game. It is a lot of fun. It definitely does a great job of making itself look incredibly intimidating, but at the same time, with how much health you can get and all of the different guns you use, the bosses themselves are honestly more or less there's that perfect balance between stressful when it's your first time fighting them and fun because it's just something new. If Enter the Gungeon counts, as Binding of Isaac count? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. There are some... it's been ages since I played Binding of Isaac. I was not a pro. I was actually fine with the aesthetic. A lot of people were turned off by the Binding of Isaac aesthetic. But back when I played, back when that game was a literal Flash game, I didn't get deep into it. I would honestly say yes, it evolved to become a shoot 'em up. But it's weird how they basically took the original Legend of Zelda style of dungeon crawling and mix it with shoot 'em ups. Because honestly, early on, I would like my personal experience of playing that game was no, it wasn't really a shoot 'em up. It was more of playing like an original Legend of Zelda. You're just playing a toddler or a baby who is literally trying to run away from their mother and heaven and hell. I think it evolved to that just simply because of all of the just like more power-ups, more bosses, more enemies, and it just suddenly became more of a bullet hell. I've seen, what was it called? The Binding of Isaac Rebirth Plus? I think that's the current version. And that is a game that relies on itself to be broken, like intentionally broken in its game design. Afterbirth, that's what it's called. Okay, it's not Rebirth, it's Afterbirth. But yeah, that is a game that went in like there's always that. For a while I looked at the two and so okay, Enter the Gungeon is the type of game that you'll enjoy if you enjoy a fair and balanced shoot 'em up. If you want a completely broken experience, as in you either are completely underpowered or so broken you don't even have to worry about the final boss because the final boss becomes an absolute joke, that's Binding of Isaac. Because you can collect so many power-ups, so many helpers, game the system to basically have unlimited health to the point where if you're even, you get to that point where you start memorizing the power-ups and such, you're able to just completely control the RNG of the run, which is absolutely hilarious and amazing at the same time. I would honestly count The Binding of Isaac as a shoot 'em up today. Its roots were very much Legend of Zelda, but the bosses have pretty much evolved it to the status of shoot 'em up. Because there's just a wide range. But honestly, after Ikaruga, I was actually struggling to think of what other games kind of related to mech/flying. I kind of lost focus. Originally, I'm actually sad I haven't been able to get Sakura Wars, So Long My Love, to actually work. That was my original goal. Like it wasn't supposed to be Ace Combat 7 after Virtuon. It was supposed to be Sakura Wars, So Long My Love for the Wii. And I'm so sad that it's now an open copy and it doesn't run on my Wii. And I honestly am starting to think, and I would actually like to know, I feel like if I got a Wii Mini, those got to be cheap. Those actually run. That was like the last iteration of the Wii. Was that actually like technically the most powerful version of the Wii? Was that actually supposed to be like the optimal version of the Wii? I know it lost its GameCube support and stuff, and that's why I currently have my Nintendo Wii still. It's just weird that it still runs Smash Brothers Brawl no problem, but it doesn't read Sakura Wars. I think by law the Wii U is the most powerful Wii. True, that is emulation. I never got a Wii U, though. I never got one. And honestly, I'm somewhat sad I never got one, but I'm also kind of glad I didn't. And I think it's more just simply because I'm so fiscally conservative with my money. I'm so extremely conservative. You know what, honestly, speaking of other consoles and such, you know what, on a console I really, really wish modders would actually make? Because I like looking in the mod scene and such, and one of the big brouhahas has been a Neo Geo home console, and also a Virtual Boy console. Obviously, you're not getting the actual virtual reality, but they made it so you could still play Virtual Boy games. I want to see them take a PlayStation Portable and turn that into a console. I know there was the PlayStation TV, but that is honestly impossible to get now. Like, actually, look here. PlayStation TV. I don't even know if Sony's even supporting it. Yeah, $640 for a PlayStation TV. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, the value of a PlayStation TV, for some strange reason, has absolutely skyrocketed. And I'm kicking myself because they used to be like at, was it, Target for like $90. And that was still a time where it's like I couldn't actually justify buying it. Even though I would have had access to the entire PlayStation store. If anything, like, if I actually had a PlayStation TV, I probably would be using that a lot. Like, in terms of streaming, just because there's just so many good PlayStation games on their market. And it's really sad that it's not getting... Like, it's weird Sony's really kind of dropped the ball with their support on the PlayStation side. With their PlayStation Network. I know they've made the PlayStation Now. But they need to upgrade that thing and make it available for, like, all the systems. And, like... But I honestly, though, it's like I would still love to actually have a PlayStation Portable console. So, like, that actually runs the UMDs and such. So it's like, cool. You can actually play all the UMD movies that got released on the PlayStation Portable. Because I would love to have, like, a console PlayStation Portable so I could actually play a Valkyrie Chronicles. Or Valkyria Chronicles. Not Valkyria Chronicles, right? Valkyrie Profile. I always get those two. Why do I get those two franchises mixed up? One's a super awesome RPG and one's a war tactic simulator. That you apparently just use scouts because scouts are completely broken. But yeah, I'm probably never going to get a PlayStation Vita because those things are just... Why are they so expensive? Oh no, there's actually some that are actually... No, actually, never mind. Well, there's a couple that are cheaper. Only $170. Yeah. That's still pretty expensive, honestly. Nah, but I think that's going to do it for us tonight, though. Tomorrow, you know what? You know what, Zekred? You'll get what you want. We'll try and beat Ikaruga. Ikaruga will be our next game. We'll try and beat it. It might take me a couple of nights to actually get it, but to get the actual ending, we'll do it. And we'll be beating it on the GameCube because that's the actual version I own. I actually don't own it for the PC. You can actually get Ikaruga on Steam and the Nintendo Switch. That is such a weird thing. You'll hop in after work to find out. Well, you'll get to enjoy the suffering whether you watch it on a VOD or not. For now, though, why don't we take a look and see who else is streaming tonight here? I know we're ending a lot earlier than normal, but I'm actually okay with that, considering I've kind of been streaming ungodly hours every single night. And the one person I can actually recommend for the night is Smite. He's actually playing La Mulana 2. If you've ever, and I mean ever, wanted to actually play the most... I'm going to stop this music here for a second here. Let's stop you, Popsky. You make great music, but I need my voice here. But if you ever wanted to actually play a very interesting Metroidvania where you actually have to take notes by hand to solve every single mystery and puzzle, you should be check out La Mulana. It is an extremely difficult and myth-based game. Secret, we've already done that. Yeah, 2020 was the year I streamed Dokapon Kingdom. Quite a bit, actually. I actually have a couple of VODs of me literally playing through Dokapon. Against, like, it was a story mode. Oh, don't worry about it, for God's sakes. In this day and age, everyone's memory is now being used, unfortunately, for drama and having to keep up to date in VODs and stuff. You need to do some VOD hunting. Dude, always, like, if you're ever, like, there's a reason why I will always use this, like, okay, so the reason why I name my streams, like, Beat the Backlog or Game Archive, it makes it super easy. All you have to do is do that. Type in, like, either my username and the game you want, or the game, or, you know, the category, like, Beat the Backlog and Game Archive, and then put in the game you're looking for. You will find all of my VODs. The Twitch search engine is actually really, really good. The downside is nobody really is using the search engine optimization at all. I think the only person who actually probably has is probably actually Proton John. But Twitch's design is based on numbers. You're not going to find, you know, what is it? Like, you're not going to find anyone unless you either get the hardcore, like my experience with Virtual On and Armored or Ace Combat 7, in which you have to specifically stream under that game title, or you stream under, like, a very broad category like retro, which retro isn't even actually... Retro is an actual game that was released in Europe and not an actual category. And I think Twitch needs to actually move towards an actual category-based system instead of having the streamer's category be a video game. I think it's time to move on from that, unfortunately, because streaming on Twitch is no longer about video games when over half of your streamer base is using just chatting. Your memory is mostly anime music and random video game shit. This has no relevance in day-to-day life. Honestly, Secret, you could do what Summoning Salt does. Take that random video game stuff that has no relevance and make it into a YouTube channel. That is literally what you can do. The hardest part, aside from obviously learning how to do video editing, is learning how to write and craft a story and make it interesting. And of course, also requiring the video, the resources and video assets and such. Like, it's one reason why I actually struggle with editing and making video content is I know the fundamentals of how to edit a video and stuff, but in terms of actually crafting a script or telling a story, I have an easier time writing out a guide rather than actually doing all the editing and such. Dream job would be YouTube, Twitch, but screw it all and go into achieving it. You're not wrong. I honestly very, very much believe there was an old topic on the Twitch Reddit. Streaming is your hobby, not your future. Like, that was the title of it. And the person who wrote it definitely made the point of the hard truths is, yeah, the only people who are going to succeed is, like, an extremely small amount. I mean, you, believe it or not, Secret, like, you, Fabio, Board, Newton, all you guys watching me, even if you guys watch me all at once, all it takes is 5 people. 5 people, and you watching you, and you are at the top 8% of Twitch in terms of streaming. That is wild to actually think of. You have literally millions of people who are streaming, and nobody is watching them. at all. Even if you have one other person watching you, that literally moves you from literally to the top 90%. Just one other person watching you. It is that strange to think about that. Of how polarizing. You have people who basically get... Yeah, it honestly, in terms of streaming, and if anything, like any sort of freelancing or YouTube or crowdfund my life and stuff, like you basically have a grand, like it's such a small gap, but it's a deep gap. It's like, trying to jump the Grand Canyon. If you can make it and actually build something to it, like the Juker has, Dan the Enigma, they've built, their own viewership based on their content. And honestly, primary reason is because popularity reigns king. If people like you, that is where your success of streaming will come from. It is, you either created a show or a character that is doing things that people will always want to watch for you, which is why you have things like, the VTuber Rising. Everyone's becoming a VTuber now. And all it really is just putting instead of actually you physically being on camera, you just have an avatar on camera. That's literally it. That's all it is. The hard part, though, is basically... And the people who are actually, succeeding are either people who can afford to get an artist to do a rig for them, or they're an artist and they're able to just make it themselves. And because of that, they're able to launch themselves into a very powerful position where they, drastically reduce the amount of luck. And because of their skill set or ability to buy things, because you can buy your way into success in terms of streaming in YouTube. You've always been able to. Obviously, if you get caught, like Jeff Keighley has, you're going to get taken down, but that's a whole different matter. But yeah, it literally is just about trying to create some sort of content. I mean, the reason I do this is because this is my time to play video games, and this is my time to put myself out there. Because one of the hardest things, and honestly, I'm ready to just throw in the towel and say, you know what, screw it. Start streaming. I'm trying to actually make more content, which is why I'm working on my blog. I want to try and figure out how to actually use WordPress properly and design a WordPress website. I want to learn how to use JavaScript, and so I can actually edit my blog and actually actually create stuff, and also do video editing stuff. It's a mess, having to actually try and create everything yourself, but being able to create the stuff really, if you're actually the creator and you then develop that skill set, I wish I could actually then say I have a trade that will then make me employable. And because of what I've been doing on stream, I can point to people saying, hey, this is me, this is my portfolio, you cannot ignore this. And if you choose to ignore this, then clearly you don't value the type of work I do. Or my actual skill set. It's that same thing. It's like you could look at a person's like, well, they're just playing video games. No, they're producing an entire show. They are literally producing an entire show. It takes time to actually put together all of these stream assets, make it presentable, make yourself presentable. Whether you want to be family friendly or be a complete character like Dr. Disrespect, or have a personality like H3H3 where you're willing to do anything and everything, looking like the fool for everyone to laugh at. But that gets people's attention now. That's honestly the game. But anyway, though, I'm going to give a host over to Smite. He is playing through some La Mulana 2. My recommendation, of course, don't give any sort of advice at all. Don't even say you think you know what to do. He's kind of strict on the whole first playthrough backseat gaming and such. Like, I never played La Mulana or La Mulana 2, and I'm like, just even like asking questions could be considered backseating. That sort of deal. So it's still enjoyable to watch. He actually does the arcade pit every single Sunday. If you like watching Nick, if you remember watching old game shows like Nick Arcade, he actually hosts his own right here on Twitch every Sunday night at 5 p.m. Pacific. But until then, though, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed Einhander. I am never touching that game ever again. It is going in the archive. Never to be played again. But until then, though, have yourself a good Friday, and take care.